it's Marissa with the Umbrian Sewist. It has been a while, so thanks for everyone who has stuck around to my channel and who has come back to watch this video. I think it's been getting close to 6-7 weeks since I last posted a video. Since that time, there's just been a lot of chaos. Obviously, with a lot of you who have children, it was the end of the school year. Here, we have loads of like end of year events, dinners, shows, things like that, which I'm sure is pretty normal. We also, about 6 weeks ago, got a bill from the water company for 1,000 euros, which was because we have a water leak, which is the second one we've had. We have a 1 kilometer tube that we're responsible for from where the meter is to our house. And as you can imagine, it's not easy to find a leak in a 1 kilometer sort of distance. And also we had so much rain in May and June, everything was wet, so it wasn't really possible. We then went on holiday. We went to the beautiful island of Elba, which is in Tuscany, but it's an island off the coast of Tuscany. It was absolutely beautiful. Before having my son, I did a lot of scuba diving, which I loved. And so I went diving a few times for the first time since my son was born, which was super fun. It's fun to sort of start doing some of the things that you used to do before having children. So that was lovely. We stayed sort of at a place with a big pool, loads of children, so my son was in heaven. We then came back for a few days to wash clothes and get everything sorted. And then we went to the mountains, the Dolomites, which are the Italian Alps, which are absolutely stunning. And my son was going to a 1-week multi-sport camp by himself, and during that time my husband and I were hiking up sort of between 2,000 and 3,000 meters and staying in different huts for the different nights, and it was wonderful. We had a really great time. After I tell you about this, I'll insert a whole bunch of pictures just to let you sort of see what I'm talking about. But yeah, it was fantastic. We all had a great time. And then we returned home Monday today's Saturday. We returned home Monday. And the leak was so bad that literally no water reaches our house. Luckily we have a well, but the well we've never had tested. So we're like, okay, well, we'll just put boiled water into the tank and use it just for washing dishes, showering, and that kind of thing. And then the pump in the well was broken. So we literally had no water for 2 to 3 days. Got that fixed, turned it on. The pump that pressurizes water that goes to our house stopped working. Finally, someone came out and sorted that out. So I have a real appreciation for running water. Okay, I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna put that out there. But yeah, so for the last 2 days, we've had running water to flush toilets. Yeah, toilets. Because for 3 days, I was dumping buckets of water in toilets. It's, as I say, new appreciation for running water. So in that time, I've also been like interviewing for jobs. And yeah, so just wasn't in a great frame of mind. I did lots of sewing. Most of the sewing was like really functional stuff, like shorts for my son, hemming pants that had holes in the knees into shorts, and nothing like super exciting. So I'm not really gonna go back and share it because I didn't actually take great notes as to like what I made, but yeah, nothing very exciting. I think the most exciting thing that I made, which I will certainly be making more of, is the Harper cardigan by Sinclair Patterns. I made that probably like the night before we left to go to the mountains, because obviously in the mountains it's much cooler, and in the evenings you do appreciate having a sweater, whereas here right now it's 35 degrees, you're not wearing a sweater. And so I loved it. It's a beautiful pattern. I can't believe it took me so long to make that, especially given that it's free. I made the cropped version. I'll put a picture here of like what the pattern looks like. But anyways, yeah, so I'll take a quick pause and insert some pictures for you to take a look at. Okay, so I'm back. So what have I been buying? Well, firstly, I've hardly bought anything. I've bought 3 patterns. I haven't bought any fabric, which is probably a shocker. On my holidays, I wasn't anywhere where there was fabric stores. I was sort of, you know, not in the countryside, but more or less in the countryside. But I did buy 3 patterns. I bought 1 pattern while I was away because it was the Ellie and Mac sort of $2 pattern for the week, and is what they call the South Shore Romper. It's hugely versatile in terms of the options. Let's see if I can find a picture of all the options. They have that in here. Doesn't look like it. Okay, but you can see here, you can make shorts, long sleeves, shorts, short sleeves. You can make long pants, sleeveless. You can probably make long pants with a t-shirt. So I am going to probably make long pants, t-shirt, short sleeve, not t-shirt. But yeah, this was $2. I thought it looked really cute. It's for knits. Ellie and Mac have really good pattern sizes. So it goes from extra, extra small to a 5XL, which is a bust of 29 to a bust of 60. Waist 23.5 to waist of 56, and a hip of 33.5 up to 63. So pretty good size range. And yeah, I have a whole bunch of, it needs sort of 4-way stretch because you can imagine you get into it through the wrap. Yeah, I think that looks super cute. And I thought it would be super nice and sort of breezy with the viscose jersey for the summertime. So I got that. I don't have plans to make it yet because I use Patternsy for all of my A0 patterns. And obviously being in Italy, sometimes it takes 5 days, sometimes it takes 25 days. So I will plan on making that when I receive the pattern. Then I purchased 2 Friday Pattern Company patterns because they have their 30% off sale, which is called with a code Summer Loving. And so I bought the Avenir jumpsuit, which is this one, and I'll show you a better picture. This is it. These are the line drawings. I thought it was super cool. I'm gonna make this one. Again, thought that would be lovely for the summertime and sort of a light and breezy viscose. It says it's an easy to sew jumpsuit with billowy sleeves and wide legs as secret pajamas. I could totally see how it might look like pajamas though, so I guess I probably need to pick the fabric that I use quite well. It says recommended fabric, obviously for wovens. They say it looks great with fabrics that drape, so I thought a viscose or challis. But yes, you can see that you get in using the elasticated top. So I thought that was super cool. And again, I've sent that away to be printed, and hopefully we'll get that soon. And then the last one I purchased is the Ilford. I bought this specifically with some fabric I bought in the US, which I will get. So when I was in the US, I bought some lovely check fabric. Now, actually, I have no idea if I have enough of this, but I thought that this would look lovely in the short version of this jacket. This what the model's wearing right here. I thought it would be a nice sort of jacket shacket type of thing, a nice layering piece. Let's see if they have line drawings. No. But yeah, I thought it would look really nice in that one. Now, I have no idea about the fabric requirements. This is not 2.5. I think I actually have enough. I think I bought 2.5 meters of this. So this is a lovely, lovely sort of thicker, 100% cotton in this check fabric. And I just thought for the fall, winter, and spring, this would be a lovely piece that could just go over loads of things. So that is the plan for this. I probably won't start that for a while. I am going to Seattle to visit my parents on the 2nd of August. And so obviously I will not be focused on making that before. But yeah, a good one to start when I get back so it's ready. So what are my plans? So I'm going to go through my plans that I'd like to get done between now and when I go to Seattle. Hopefully I'll have time for some other things as well as these. But these are sort of top priorities, and I'm actually going to go in the order in which I'm going to make them. So the first thing I'm going to make is for my husband. We are privileged enough to have a swimming pool, and we spend every afternoon in the swimming pool. And even when we are working full-time and finish at 5:30, we spend several hours in the swimming pool because obviously it doesn't get dark till late. And it's super hot here. So I'm going to make him a kimono sort of robe type thing, which he asked for. We purchased the fabric that I'm going to use. So this kimono here is the one from the Sewing Bee. I believe it was last year. And I'm going to use this fabric that we purchased when we were in Vienna. I don't know which way it goes. And it's a lovely light cotton. And I thought, I've mentioned today, because the pool just got opened yesterday because we were away for June. So we didn't open it. And I said, oh, that would be lovely to put on like after you leave the pool. And he said, yes, it would. So I want to get making that right away. I'm going to get started on that hopefully today or tonight. And yeah, have that nice and ready so that he can use that as we are using the swimming pool, and I think that will be super useful for him. As you can imagine, it's a really sort of loose fit style. So I did take his measurements, although I can't remember, but yeah, that should work for him. And we've definitely bought enough fabric for that as well. So I made sure I got enough. So that's my first plan. My second plan is another one of these absolutely lovely sunset shirts by Waves and Wild. I made one for my son. He absolutely loves it. And it's a super fun pattern, and I was totally nervous and scared when I first made it, but now I feel great, and I want to make him another one, and I'm going to make it in this lovely whale fabric. This is a Evelekin design fabric that I've had. It's a beautiful cotton. It's not too thin, not crazy thick, but super substantial. And yeah, hopefully I'll have enough of this. I need to check that out before I get started, but yeah, that's my plan. And yeah, super excited to make that up for him because I think he'll get a lot of use out of that. And then the last plan that is not for myself is matching shirts for my son and my husband. So I'm going to use the Sinclair pattern Kai tee for my husband. He's tall, and he has a long torso, and they have a tall length in this pattern, which is great for him. So I'm going to use that pattern. I haven't made it before. And then for my son, I'm going to use the Made by Me Junior t-shirt, which I've made loads of times, and it's perfect for my son. And I'm making them matching shirts in this dice fabric for them to wear when they play games. And obviously I play games with them. I will not have a matching shirt, but I should have actually bought enough so we could all have matching shirts. But yeah, this is I believe it's a cotton jersey. It's quite thin. I don't know if it's the most beautiful quality, but they liked the pattern. I saw this when we were in Vienna. And so I purchased enough to make both t-shirts for them. So that should be a pretty quick make. And then the last plan that I have is a collaboration I'm doing with Claire from Stitch Hem Sew. We have both been talking forever about making the Sorrento jacket by Sew Over, which is this lovely jacket you can see here. And I've been wanting to make this for ages, but obviously a little scared because it's a jean jacket, lots of top stitching and maybe complicated parts. And actually looking at that, I realized I need to sort of order bits and pieces that are required for that. But when I was in Vienna, I did buy some lovely denim specifically with that jacket in mind. And no time like the present. So our goal is to make this up in the month of July and have a video out, I would say, in early August. So I better get cracking. But yeah, this is a lovely jacket. I've seen so many versions. And yeah, I'm excited to make it. I have a jean jacket that I've had probably for 15 or 18 years. And it's just like, I don't want to say disintegrating, but like holes are appearing, and it actually is not the greatest fit anymore for me. So, yeah, so I'm really looking forward to making this up. I have enough fabric, and yeah, I probably just need to make a purchase with regards to the jean sort of buttons and things like that. But yes, that is another plan that I'm really excited to take. So yeah, that's about it in terms of plans. Like I said, I hope I have time to sort of sneak a few things in there. I have until, like I said, the 2nd of August, which is when I head out to Seattle. So yeah, definitely want to get all of these things made up, but hoping, like I said, a few more as well. Yeah. That is about it. I'm going to hang out in my office a bit longer, then go to the pool, and then hopefully get some sewing on that lovely kimono this evening done. I hope that you are all well, and I hope that wherever you are, you're having nice summer weather and sewing some lovely things. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you have any feedback on any of the patterns I mentioned, any hints and tips and tricks that you would advise me on. And yeah, I'd love to hear also what you're making. But thank you so much for joining me. And again, hopefully I'll be here more regularly again. And I hope to hear from you all soon. Thanks. Bye.